Hi everybody. In this video, I want to figure out how to make the Arduino blink this LED once every half second. And so let's figure out together how to make a computer do what we tell it to do. Okay, so we're at the computer, we have our Arduino, and we want to make it blink an LED. Pretty simple, right? We just tell the computer, blink an LED 5 times, right? Well, it's not quite that simple. If I verbally tell you, hey, blink this light, you know to turn the light on and off, and you probably have some idea of how frequently you're going to turn the light on and off, once every second, once every 5 seconds, etc. And I don't need to directly tell you that, it's understood in the context of the situation. Computers are not the same as humans. Computers aren't really dumb, but they aren't smart either. They don't understand context. Instead, they understand really specific instructions. If a computer is not cooperating the way you want it to, 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, it's not because the computer is misbehaving, it's because it's doing exactly what you told it to do. And with that in mind, I want to tell a computer to blink that LED on and off. Turn it on once every half a second. Let's get started. I know that I can't tell the computer to blink an LED. Instead, I have to tell it, well, how are you going to blink the LED? Where is the LED? Let's start there. Where is the LED? Well, I'm going to tell the computer that with this function called pin mode. Now, pin mode takes two parameters, two arguments. The first argument is, where is this pin located? And this is pin number 10 that I want to use. That's what our LED is connected to. And the second argument tells the computer, okay, I have a pin. How are you going to use this pin? Are you going to input something into the computer, or are you going to want the computer to output something out of this pin? Well, I want the Arduino to send a high signal out of this pin to turn the LED on, so I'm going to say use this pin as an output. And we're done with the setup function. The setup function runs one time at the very beginning of startup, of when you power on the Arduino. The loop is a little different. The loop runs forever, and in here I'm going to give the Arduino instructions on blinking the LED. We told the computer where the LED is. Now let's tell it what to do with the LED. And I'm going to use a function very similar to pin mode called digital write. Digital write takes two arguments. The first is the location of the pin that we are impacting, that we're writing to, and that's 10 again. And the second is, are we going to write a high or a low signal? Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics of what exactly is a high or a low signal, but for our purposes, we just understand the LED has two states. It has on and off. So in the same way, we're going to use digital write to write a, well, you can write either a high or a low signal. So we're going to write high, though it doesn't matter really what you start with. And that will turn the LED on. Similarly, I want to blink the LED, so I'm going to have to turn it off, right? With this command, I told the computer to turn the LED off. Now, am I done? Will the computer blink the LED when I send it this code? Well, it turns out no. What's going to happen is the computer will do exactly what you tell it to do. When it hits this loop right here, it will write the LED high, it will turn it on, but it will immediately go to instruction 10 and turn it off. because the computer runs so quickly, you're not going to see this LED ever really turn on. So I need to tell the computer to pause, to wait. And I'm going to do that with another instruction called delay. And delay takes in only one argument, and that is in milliseconds. It's going to tell the Arduino to wait a certain number of milliseconds. I think 500 is a good number. Didn't we want to blink it on and off once every half second, right? 500 milliseconds. It's 1 second to half second. And so I'm going to do old copy and paste. This means the Arduino, the LED will be on for half a second, and it will be off for half a second. And this will repeat forever until I cut the power to the Arduino. And that's it. This is going to tell our Arduino to blink an LED. Now, of course, I can tell you, blink an LED, please. And you understand what that means, but to tell an Arduino to do that, I had to give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different instructions. So you can see, communicating with a computer and communicating with a person, they're different. Because a person understands context, a computer does not. Now, let's go ahead and upload this code to the Arduino, and let's see if it works. Okay, and here's the result of the code that we just wrote. I have a blue LED blinking every half a second. I have a pull-down resistor to ground, and the power is being supplied. Well, let's see where this white wire goes. It's being supplied from pin 10. And there we have it. That's the result of the code that we just wrote.